See spotlight. Here we go.
Okay, so welcome everybody. I can't believe it's February 28th. It's the end of February. We've had a couple of great months, but I am super excited. Got to spend the weekend with this gal right here, who is super everything, techie, a great trainer, on top of things, systems. Hey, I don't lie. I don't lie. And I am really excited. I want to give her the floor because I know she has a lot to share on table and onboarding. So take it away, Linda. Oh, yes.
Is that it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I could go on, but I really, you know what? I'm like, okay, we're already 10 minutes into this and I know you've got a lot to share. So when I know that people are going to have questions.
Okay, so I'm going to preface this training with a number of statements. Number one, this is not a training on table. And I'm just going to be a little upfront and honest with you that if you are a director and you haven't even opened table, you need to start tomorrow or this afternoon, but we're not going to start today during this training segment. This is not about teaching you how to do table. Okay, so I know that may seem a little harsh, but you guys, we've had table for months and months and months. You have had ample time to put your toe in the water and at least learn how to set up a table party. Okay, so this is not a training on table. And the next thing I'm going to tell you is that, yes, I am going to share my board with you. And I'm going to walk you through how I am onboarding new consultants using table. That's my segment today, okay? It is not on how many days I do. It's not on the content. It's not on how to change outlines. It's not on any of that. It is truly on the basics of how I am onboarding my brand new consultants to a table party. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little statistics because I just started doing this recently. I had already dabbled in table. I was doing pretty well in table. I was the consultant who was doing okay in Facebook parties. Like, I like Facebook parties. I definitely don't love Facebook parties. And I just went to cooking parties again, but I have never buried my head in the sand about virtual parties. Last few months, you know, just so you know, I mean, it's been about $10,000 in, no, 13,000 in November, nothing but Facebook parties with a couple of table parties dabbled in. December was a couple of table parties and a couple of Facebook parties, and that was 8,000 in December, 11,000 in January, with mostly table parties and a couple of Facebook parties and a couple of live parties. Woo! That was so much fun. So I do a little bit of everything. However, as of the end of January, I saw the light and I said, I am not going back to Facebook parties. I am only doing table parties. I was with a few gals at Exec Sim. We talked about this love, hate, push, pull, keeping your feet in both waters kind of concept. And some of us just said, you know what, we're done. When Sincere started having all their problems, we just decided it was time. We're going all in. So I am now all in for table. And when I realized that and I decided that, I thought, well, this is stupid. I am not going to onboard a brand new consultant doing Facebook. That's just the bottom line. Why would I? It is so hard. It is so confusing. Facebook business page, get them this out of their business page. Teach them how to do engagement. Teach them how to invite 150 people to a party. It's just too much. And so I decided that I was ready to go all in teaching my new consultants and not offering them the opportunity to run a Facebook or a table party. So in the month of January, I signed 6 consultants. I onboarded all 6 of them with a table party. And these were my statistics. 1, 0 sales. And that was not my fault. It was not her fault. She literally was moving and driving across country in the week that I was doing the training. And she just said, Linda, this was super bad timing. I'm starting March 1st, and I want to do this again. Number 2, consultant. She onboarded her first party with about $350 from a gal who had just had a large Facebook party. Number 3, $800 in her first table party, $400 in her second table party, and she qualified in her first 2 weeks. Number 4, qualified in his first show of $1,275. Number 5, qualified in her first, no, I'm sorry, number 5, she has not yet qualified. She has hit her level 1 of over 500. And then number 6 was a gal who like literally just said, I'm going all out. I'm doing nothing but table. And she has already qualified as well. So I've already qualified 3 of my 6 in the first 30 days using strictly table. Okay. Now, what I am going to teach you is how I did it. I did not coach each person one at a time. And I am going to share with you a board that I set up for recruiters to train their new consultants. So I'm going to start sharing my screen now, and I'm going to be strictly into boards because that is the only way I am training and onboarding my new consultants now is through boards. I don't use Google Classroom. I don't use Google Docs. I don't use Facebook Guides. I refer them back to Dash every opportunity I get in my onboarding process. But remember, this training today is only on onboarding them for their launch party on table. Okay. All right. So here we go. All right. Why is it not showing up? Why is my option for, all right, that's wrong.
We saw your screen a minute ago.
I know, but it was a Word doc. I'm not seeing my option for, hang on just a minute. Let me open my Google Chrome. Maybe that's the problem. Oh yeah, my Google Chrome closed down. That would be a problem. It's not showing. Okay, first of all, you guys also know that you can now use boards. Oh, and by the way, this is also not a training on boards. Okay. I'm just trying to show you guys the way I am onboarding. And this is not a training on boards. If you are not familiar with boards, that'll be your training again today.
Are you sharing your board's code for your training?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I had said that at the very beginning. I will be sharing my boards with you. Yes, I'm not.
Good.
Yeah,
Great.
absolutely. Every bit of it. Okay. So the first thing that I am going to show you is my director recruiter table training board. And these are all of the steps that you are going to do when you are training a group of consultants. Be smart, you guys. Be smart with your time. I realized that if I was going to get as many of my consultants on board doing table training, that I absolutely had to get them involved right away. And there was no way that I could teach one consultant at a time. So I created a system of training them in a group chat, in a Facebook group chat. And this is how it starts. Offer the training to your personal team and new consultants. Over the weekend or by Monday, actually it should be over the weekend. And I'm going to tell you that my parties, my setup is going to go Tuesday. They're all going to start. Wednesday, they're going to do their setup and invite their host. Thursday, there's more inviting. Friday, the party starts. Day 1 party post is on Friday. Day 2 party post is on Saturday. Day 3 party post is on Sunday. Wrap up is Monday. Final day of closing out my host is on Tuesday. So that's the system I'm teaching you. Okay. All right. So over the weekend, over by Monday, offer the training to each person in your personal team. Remind them they will need to be running a table party. If they don't have a host, they can be their own host. This is also great for new consultants. Step 2, set up a group chat. So this should be done by Monday. And I literally have written every step out that I have done here, you guys, in this board. Set up a group chat with each consultant that will be participating. Set it up 4 days prior to when you will begin your party. I like to use the table logo as the picture for the group chat so it is easy for them to find it. Y'all guys know what I'm talking about. When you set up a group chat with more than 2 people, you can go in and choose a logo for the group icon so that it doesn't just show a whole bunch of names. So change the name. I've made mine Table Training February 15th, Table Training February 21st, Table Training February 28th, so that I keep them all, I know who's in the table trainings. Then put this message as the opening message. And this is the most important part of this training. Are you ready? Ground rules. You must run a party this week on table. This is not a sit and watch training. The only way you will learn is by doing. You have to keep up. You can't decide that you don't want to do that step for the day or you will get behind. The things I am going to ask you to do each day will not take you more than 15 minutes to do. Even if it is a new task you have never done, it still should not take you more than 30 minutes. I realize there will be tortoises and hares in the group. If you get behind by just 1 day, you need to let me know by sending me a personal message ASAP. Number 4, we are going to follow this board. So make sure you have downloaded it to your board's app. The most important rule, please don't put a thumbs up in the group chat. Your thumbs up are comments. There will be a lot of comments, so we don't want you to have to scroll through a bunch of thumbs up. Have fun, stay positive, and do all the things. Once you have read this message and downloaded the boards app, please give me a thumbs up or a heart on this comment. Now, right then and there, I have set the rules. This is not for people to come in and just go, oh, I wish you want to go check it out. Because you guys, as you all know, consultants, oh, I was supposed to start off this training with my quote of the year. My quote of the year comes from my minister from my sermon a couple of weeks ago. Sometimes we focus on the fishing tools and we never go fishing. These are the fishing tools that I'm giving them. They absolutely have to put their line in the water. If they're not willing to put their line in the water, then I am not going to do the training with them. I'm going to make them wait until the next week or the next, whenever they are ready. But if they're not ready to do a party, I don't do this with them. And I know that may seem harsh, but that is how I'm having to do these trainings. So then I'm just going to kind of quickly go through these now that you know the steps. You need some kind of tracker. This will help you monitor those that are doing all the things. Literally, all you guys, all I do is I open up my calendar, my weekly calendar, and I put all of the consultants on the right-hand side in my notes section that are participating in that week's party training. I know Denise Garza is going to look at me and go, Linda, you should be doing an Excel spreadsheet. And I know I should, but I don't do Excel. So there's that. All right, step 3, 4 days before the party starts, start setting up the party in table. If everyone has not checked in yet with a heart or a thumbs up, send those consultants a personal message asking if they are planning on setting up and running a table party. Send the party outline checklist to the group and have them give you a thumbs up that they understand the steps. And you'll see that in just a moment. Send this message in the morning, along with the Loom video setup table party, step 1 and step 2. I usually just put in the Loom videos and the banner and refer them back to the board, step 2, C through D. And then this is the message that I send them in the morning. Good morning. I think we are all checked in. Today starts our day for setup. Please open your board's app and go to the setup folder. We will begin with these 2 short videos to get your party set up. Today's task will cover step 1 and step 2, A, B, C, and D. You guys, if you just sit and watch the videos and just do the steps in order, it should not take you more than 30 minutes to do both 1 and 2. All right, so now I'm going to take a little pause. Now remember, these are my steps for you guys to train your people. Okay, this is a board for director training. The consultants to do the table training, okay? So does everybody understand that? Have I lost anybody yet? Let me see if I have any questions. Okay, so can someone just kind of monitor the boards, and if I'm missing something, someone just unmute and like yell at me?
You're all good, Linda.
Okay, thank you. All right, so now I'm going to move over to my board that I share with them. Remember in the first section, and I said, here's the board I want you to download. So yes, in my new consultant onboarding, I am telling them in their first, actually, I think it's day 2 of my onboarding a brand new consultant. I tell them download the board's app, because we, as an organization, as my organization, I have decided that all of my training is going to be in boards because it's super easy, it's simple, and they can do it on their phone. So this is the app. This is the code that I'm going to give you guys. I'm going to give you guys both the ones I'm using, so don't fret. Okay. All right. This is the board that I give them. So you're going to notice here at just a quick glance, I have tried to color code and do the setup folder, resources folder, 3 days before Wednesday, 2 days before Thursday, the welcome message to the guest, and then day 1 of the party is Friday. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go to setup. If you guys have never done a table party, you're going to probably want to walk through these steps. So you will know what your consultants are doing. All right. So the very first thing I give them, do you remember me talking about an outline in one of my messages? This is the outline that I am sending them. It is a checkbox just so that they know what they're doing and what they can expect. And obviously, let me just run through this very quickly. I already told you a little bit about it, but let me tell you again. I've set up the group chat on Monday. Tuesday is setup day. Set up their party. They are going to set up their party on Consultants Corner. They are going to make it a table party. Actually, I was supposed to change the wording on this because make it a table party. Create, make. So when you go into table, it just does, and you click on in my video, they're watching my video at the same time. I actually show them, I go from Consultants Corner, I go right into table where it says make it a table party. When you go into table, it doesn't create a table party. You actually have to go and create the party. So that's why I put create in there. All right, they're going to add a banner. They're going to make a welcome post. They're going to grab the shared outline from me, the recruiter, because it's going to be in their shared outlines folder. They're going to add a welcome post and schedule that to the party. They're going to complete posting the remaining days of their outline. And let me tell you why I do this. There is no sense in breaking this step up. It is better to teach them how to upload outlines for all of their days at one time. Then it's sitting there ready to go. So that says see step 3 in setup, and you'll see that in just a moment. Send invite to your recruiter. Remember, this is just a checklist. So as they're doing them, they're just checking them off. Yep, I've done that. Yep, I've done that. Yep, I've done that. Okay. Send invite to your recruiter or director before you invite your host. So I make every single participant send me an invite as if I am the host. And let me tell you, that is a very important step, because consultants would send me an invite and they would have put their shopping link rather than their table link. So you need to make sure you know that they are inviting in the proper way. And you can also see if they have put their welcome post in the party. Now, I heard Denise kind of talking about how she encourages her new consultants to do a welcome video. I also do a welcome video in my party. I am not asking my brand new consultants to table to do this. I'm just trying to keep it simple and clean and not overwhelm them. So this is my, it's just a simple welcome post. You'll see it in just a second, but this is how I'm getting them to set it up. Complete the posting remaining days, send invite to your recruiter. After approved, then they can invite their host if you are not the host, right? If they're hosting their own party, then you don't have to do that. Then begin referring them to the host coaching section in this board. And then they're going to download their table tracker. And then it just continues on through. What are they going to do? Step day 1, day 2, day 3. So this is all kind of mute to you guys right now, because you're like, what is step 1, step 2, step 3? So here is the steps of literally just setting up the table party with the outlines. I've given a Google Doc in case people cannot watch a video. I'm putting in I'm thinking about somebody that's at work who's doing this while they're at work, and they shouldn't be doing Pampered Chef while they're at work, and they can't quite watch a video, but they want to go ahead and just do it. Then this Google Doc is just a step-by-step on how to set up a party. This is a Loom video. If you are not familiar with Loom videos, they are videos where you can share your screen and show them how to do the steps, literally step by step. So I'm assuming we're all directors and we probably have seen a Loom video. If you want me to share one of my Loom videos, I can share it with you, but I'm kind of trying to keep track of my time here. Create the banner. So this is a video on how to create the banner. And then I give them a generic banner to use. Okay, so then all they're going to do is upload this generic banner into their banner section. And then here is the sample wording for their welcome post. Now, keep in mind, you guys, this video right here is telling them how to create their banner, make a welcome post, and do kickoff day number 1. So all of their instructions are in this video right here. And then they're going to obtain the new consultant table outline. So I do send all my new table trainers a kickoff and a wrap up outline. And I send it to them as soon as they give me the thumbs up that they're ready to do this training. They don't know that it's there because they have no clue of where to find it, right? But as you all know, you can find a shared outline in the consultant shared outlines of your table parties.
Linda, I'm just going to confirm, because that was my question in there. I was assuming you were using Pampered Chef's new consultant launch outline.
Yes, yes, I am, but I have done a few things. Let me just go to table here. Got to move you guys out of the way. Can you still see my screen?
Yes, we can.
I'm on Consultants Corner?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So when you are in your online content manager, you're going to go to your outlines, and in Consultant Shared is where they will find them. And I teach them all of this in that video. And the video, you guys, is only, I think, like 8 or 9 minutes long. It's not very long. Okay. All right. People do not have a long attention span, which is why I tried very hard to make all of the videos less than 5 minutes. Okay. So then they're going to obtain the new consultant table outline from their shared outlines area. Actually, that should say consultant. See what good reviewing does area, and end a message to your recruiter asking her to share the new consultant table kickoff outline with you. And when they send that to me, I know that they're ready, and I can say, oh, it's already sitting there in your shared outlines. And then here is the video that is completing your table outline with the wrap up. Okay. So yes, I do send them. I have 2 outlines that I send. This one right here, it's got a little check mark beside it so that I know that is my new consultant outline for kickoff day number 1. It has 7 posts in it. I'll just give you a quick overview. Their first post is going to be their welcome. I do not put a welcome post in there. That's their job. Roll call post, kickoff day catalog, latest product video, virtual kitchen, monthly specials, think about joining, cooking, personality quiz. I mean, they're all the same. I just do put a roll call post in there because in my opinion, I think we're missing some like get in your face kind of pictures that like say, oh, do this. Whereas the table pictures look amazing and professional, but they're kind of missing the fun factor in some of those. So that's why I did put that roll call post, because a lot of people that do virtual parties are kind of familiar with the whole roll call. And they were not in the past, the guests were not responding to my welcome post when I would say at the end, please introduce yourself and how you know your host. They weren't doing it. So I decided to put in my own little welcome roll call post. Okay, so this is these are all the steps. Now they're done. They have set up their table party. They have done the semantics. Now they're ready to invite their host, which first is me. Remember that, right? So this right here is just a folder for resources. It's got their table party tracker, which I will show you what, and you'll have this too, but you're going to have to make a copy of it. Do you see when I click on this, you have to make a copy. Please, you won't be using my copy. You're going to make your own copy of this table party tracker. So you'll have this prompt. It'll say make a copy. And this is what it looks like. Okay. So I asked them to go ahead and download this so they can track their guest. All right. Okay. Then these are, how do I make a Google survey? Here's a copy, again, a copy of my guest survey. And here's a copy of my host survey. And here is how to create a welcome photo if they want to do it in Canva. And here's a Canva template and a template for the table banner. So these are just resources. This is not something that I tell them that they absolutely have to go and do. I do encourage them to do a Google form, but not in the very first day. Like I really just want them to set it up and not feel overwhelmed. Okay. All right. Is someone asking a question?
Someone is talking. Okay.
Okay. I thought I heard somebody talking.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now we're ready to invite our host, i.e. me. Okay. Inviting your host to the party. There is a little video here. I think it's like 2 minutes long that shows how to invite your host. I ask them to take this message. Nope, not this message. this message right here, and they have to insert their table link right here. Hi, Linda. I am excited to get your party started. My number one goal is to work together to get you lots of great deals and make sure you are super happy with your rewards. First step is for you to join your party on table. Here is the link. They have to send me this message with their table link. Then I know they're ready to go. I do not really, like, I tell them, you're not allowed to invite any guest until I see your link that you have done it correctly. After the host joins, now it is time to start inviting. Remember, I hope someone's not talking about me.
No, Patty,
I don't know what is, I don't know where it's coming from.
maybe
So
Kay is what I'm seeing, or Kathy Gully, but I don't have controls to mute. So
she is muted. So I don't understand why.
yes, no. Okay, sorry, Linda.
She's been, okay.
It's okay. All right. So now it's time to start inviting. Okay. So this pretty much is how I'm going to teach my host to invite. Remember when I sent you the voice message about your list? Okay. Remember, so this was in a message that you did not see right here. Getting to know your host. Okay. After the host joins, remember when I sent you the voice message about your list? Now it is time. I help my host to invite by using a two-step system. Keep it update with who responded, who said no, and don't worry about those that don't respond. I have something up my sleeve for them. Also, I have a few gifts in store for you. Check this out. When you have 10 join, I add a free cookbook to your order. When you have 20 join, you choose a free rub. And when 30 join, you get to choose a free mix. And then here's the picture that I send them. Because you guys, if they can get 20 people to join a table party, that is going to be a really good party. And that is all I am focusing on. There is a little video here to teach my new consultant how to invite their guest. And then the message that goes to their guest. I mean, this is still to my host, sorry. The next text you will get from me will be words and a photo together. You can copy and paste to your contacts in your phone or private message if you don't have their phone number. Simple, right? It's super important to invite each person individually, blah, blah, blah. Remember, don't judge. And then the message for them to send to their guests. Hey, I am so excited to invite you to Pampered Chef's new table platform called Table, virtual party platform called Table. Is actually kind of cool. It's very different from Facebook, but simple to join. Click the link to enter your name and address and phone number, actually. I'm trying to determine if people feeling like they have to put in their phone number prevents them from even clicking on it at all. So I'm going to give them a choice here. Let's see if that changes things. I know it is a bit different, but I think you will like it. It is not as confusing as Facebook and very easy to follow. When you enter your phone number, your consultant, now this is where my consultant has to do something here. They either have to put I, if they're the host, or the consultant's name for the host. So if Denise was running a party and Denise's host was Sally, Denise would enter, when you enter your phone number, Denise, my consultant, will send you a free recipe book plus an occasional reminder to make sure you don't miss any of the fun. Don't worry, she won't spam your phone with a million text messages. She doesn't want to be that consultant. So this is my invite message that my host or my consultant acting as host is going to send out. All right, so is everybody tracking? All right, we are now up to 2 days before the party. It is now Thursday. So all this setup was on Wednesday, 2 days before the party. They've invited the host is invited, and now they've sent the message to the host that day to start inviting her friends. Host check-in. This is a message you're going to send to your host. Good morning, Denise. We're rocking right along. Keep inviting. If you have already hit your goal of 30 people joining the party, congrats. You have a free pantry mix being added to your order. If not, keep going. I really want to give you that present. Here's your party link again. Next message. Oh, this is the wrong one. So I changed this morning. Oops. I thought I did all this document. Okay, another great way to catch any friends and family that we may forget to invite is to post on social media and tag people we think of. Would you be willing to post to your social media twice today, once in the morning, once in the evening? Here's why, blah, blah, blah. And then I send them the message. I'm having an online Pampered Chef party. I may have missed some people when sending out the invites. I thought this post might help find anyone else who might want to come. I'm super excited about blah. Click the link below to join. And then there's a picture I send her. And then this is just a message she can post in the evening with the same picture. Okay. All right. Then now people are starting to join the party, right?
Linda, do you mind if I stop? Can you go back to the previous one with that note that the host is going to post later? That is a post that you're having her do on Facebook in addition to the one she personally sent out?
Yes.
I just wanted to clarify that. Okay.
Yes, post on your wall. Yeah. And the reason why is because I am finding that my hosts are kind of telling me they don't have a lot of email addresses, and they have a lot of acquaintances that they follow or they know, kind of see that they're in like the shopping, they like to shop online, or, they just know their friends better from Facebook and their lives, right? And so this gives them an opportunity to post on Facebook or on Facebook Messenger. But this is just something that I asked them to do just to catch a few more people on their Facebook wall.
And they're adding the picture that you created on Canva or whatever too.
Right here. Yeah, you're invited to my virtual Pampered Chef party. I'm saving you a seat at the table. Yep.
Perfect. Thank you. And sorry, I posted it. Is your gifts a pile-on gift, mix, rub, and cookbook if they get to 30?
Why not?
Yeah. Okay. That's what I was
I mean,
assuming.
heck, if they get 30 people, yeah. The two parties that I've had that have had 28 and 31 people have been 1,300 and 1,500. So yeah, I think I'm probably willing to give that. Yeah. Okay. So here I kind of have to let my new consultants know, all right, I'm putting the welcome messages in a separate folder. Okay. Because I want everything to be right there where they can message and have everything that they need there. So this is a Loom video telling them how to welcome messages to guests and each day, and why it's so important that we send a text or an email every day. Here is the welcome message directions. When you get an email that someone has joined, send them a text or email like this and include a picture of yourself. This is especially important when guests you don't know join the party. It helps you become a real person to them, and it starts building a relationship, which is key in a virtual party. To make sure you don't miss anyone, be sure to check out the party members section each day and keep track of who has joined on your tracker. So this is my message to my consultants, right? Okay. And then they're going to send, this is one that goes via text. It's just a welcome to the party. I'm so glad you came. Pick a free cookbook. Here's all the cookbooks they can choose from. They're right here so that the consultant has easy access to them. Here's just a silly little picture I made on Canva. It kind of highlights the word table so that it's recognizable, and it has a silly picture of me. If they only joined via email, I send the exact same message, except When you log back into the party, just click on, and I ask them to leave their cell phone number. And if they do, everybody who left their cell phone by the end of the party goes into a drawing. Now it is time to make a hard decision, and then I tell them, and I give everybody a free e-cookbook, not just the ones who leave their cell phones. All right. Now we're ready for day one, party one. These are going to be simple, you guys. There's a host message for each day. Hey, it's party day. Here's the link to join back your party. Remember, the goal is to have 25 guests. Obviously, you guys, if there's 25 guests, please don't put this in there. Host message 2. And here's a link to your host dashboard. I just always forget to do this, so I decided to put it in my board. Here's a picture that I asked them to post in the party with their own personal welcome. And then here I have made this little icon. These are the daily messages that they are going to text or email to their guest every day. Now you may be asking me, Linda, why are you sending them something every day when you can go to a party and Pampered Chef is going to send an email every day with the new content? Because the Pampered Chef email goes into spam or whatever, what's the other one called? Promotions, because it seems like it's a company, right? And the text, if you try to send this text, it is only going to allow you 3 texts during the entire party. And you cannot manipulate what these texts say. So I give my guest a recipe every day. So here it says, and I'm trying to play the Facebook game about points with participation. So text me your daily prize entry, reply back to me with what's your most used or favorite Pampered Chef product, and all they have to do is text me back. For an extra prize entry, comment under the product video in the party and let us know what product you're most interested in. And just for being a part of our party, here's a yummy recipe I know you'll love. And I send them the Mile High Nachos. Okay, here's just a reminder. Continue sending welcome messages to guests when they join, because people are going to join every day. Day 2, same thing. Here's their recipe. Day 3, same thing, but this one instead, I'm asking my host to consider booking a party. So this is now Sunday. On day 3 of my party. While I have you, Sally, no, I'm sorry. While I have you, Denise is just 1 party away from a party bonus. I would be so honored to host an online party for you. It only takes on average 3 orders to earn sweet hot deals. It costs nothing, blah, blah, blah. You know, I think this is part of one of my friends' messages, why it has all the emojis, because I'm not really a big emoji person. And I got this picture from some amazing leader, probably, I can't remember who, I'm sorry, but I just send them this picture with their message, and that's their message for the day. I'm sorry, this is the message that goes with the host message, and this is the message, that the picture that goes with the guest message. And in boards, they run on how they are they go in order and how I want you to send them. Okay, this is a don't miss doing this step. How many times have you talked to a consultant on your team and said, did you ask your host 5 times? And they're going to go, well, no, I asked them at the beginning. I put a big stop sign and I say, don't miss doing this step. Host biz ask. So this is like they've already got sales in the party. Only send this message if your host is over $200. We do not want consultants sending them that they have Kit credit if the party is not $200. You are doing a great job in the party. I can't wait to help you get lots of free. As a host, you have an advantage to use $25 or $50 of your pre-value towards one of our starter kits. So if you decide to give it a try, could you as a host could join this month for as little as $29 and get over $400. So that's using $50 credit. So I need to make sure I say something about that. Do you have any questions or want to give it a try? So that is another ask in there. Day 4, wrap up day. Host message party is less than $200. Host message, I'm sorry. This is host message is at least 200. Sorry, I wasn't reading that right. And host message is less than 200. So you're not going to send the same verbiage. You have to treat new consultants like they don't really understand, because they don't really understand. And then host message to send guest. I asked my guest another time to do a Google survey. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is the host message to send guest as a reminder. So, hey, so-and-so, my pampered party is ending tomorrow. It's the last day to order. I hope you had fun and grabbed some new recipes. If you're wanting to place an order, you can do so at party ordering link. I'm getting super close to my goal. You know, if you have a long wish list, you should host. And also be sure to do the quick survey today to get in the prize drawing. And then she sends my survey. And then, I mean, these are just, I even did a little Loom video here of how to teach a new consultant how to check their survey results. And then here's another copy of a Google survey. Day 5 is the absolute last day to place their order. This is when I know where my host is and how far away she is by now. And I give her an update. And then I'm going to ask her to post this on her Facebook wall, the $25 challenge. This is your final step of the party, the $25 product challenge. Can I ask you to post this on the main Facebook wall to help with sales? Not the party group. It's really amazing how well this usually works. And so you're asking them to place this picture on the party page, on her Facebook wall, and put the link to order in the comments. And then my last message to the guest. Whew, that was a quick 5 days. How did you like the party? I would love your feedback. So today is our final day as orders. If you have not yet placed your orders yet for so-and-so, is not too late. If you're planning on ordering, but just need to go finalize your order or start your shopping, just send me a thumbs up that you're planning on ordering, and I will make sure I will let the host know that she can wait for your order to be submitted. Here's a link for the easy quickie shopping. And then I've just added, these are some last ditch effort messages. The host biz ask again before you submit the party. This is an ask that you can send out to your party guest, but it does say the only ones that you wouldn't send it to are those who have already booked, decided to join, or have already told you no. So it's super important that our consultants read that. And then these are just responses, just trying to not overwhelm them, but also give them some resources. So going back real quickly to this is your training in your group chat. It tells you 4 days before the party. Oh, we already did that one. Confirm you have a kickoff outline with the first 6 to 8 posts, and they're ready to share with your participants. Hey team, just checking in. Remember, after you have set up your party on table, added the banner, changed your profile picture, and created your welcome post, you need to send me a private message saying you are done and you need the kickoff outline. So I've instructed you guys on all of the steps that you need to do as the recruiter in this group chat. Okay, I'm tired.
Wow. Talk about details. Oh my gosh, Linda, that is totally amazing. Everybody is just like,
I'm going to stop sharing.
it's crazy. Can you guys hear me? I don't know if I'm still
Yes.
on. Okay. No, excellent. Oh my gosh, it is so detailed. I mean, you didn't miss a beat. You talked about everything, every single step. You have all, I love all your details, your videos. You know, it's an amazing, it's a great, you created this awesome, you know, outline of what they need. I mean, did we miss anything? I don't think so, right?
So I will just tell
Blown
you, I
away,
didn't do
see?
this alone. I've got to give credit. Like a friend of mine, Susan Hammert, and I worked on this together. I've used bits and pieces from Bobby Como's table training. I've used bits and pieces from Tiffany's host coaching board, Susan Hammert's table host coaching board, Holly Dickey's table track. I mean, I've just kind of gathered and did my homework, and I just had to make it my own. I had to make it what I understood and that I could teach my consultants. I had to be passionate about the training process, and I had to know that I understood it and I loved how I was teaching them so that they could buy in as well.
Yeah, so easy. I mean, honestly, you follow this format on boards, every single new consultant will be qualified. And seriously, this is huge. I mean, look at all of the comments in there. You're a rock star. Thank you for sharing. This is working. I'm putting this into, I'm using it right now.
As somebody who plunged in the deep end and you're all in on table and doing live shows as well, what takeaways, just heart to heart with booking and joining, like what have you tweaked in doing your table parties that have kept you going with booking and joining?
So I have one place in this whole system that I have anxiety, and that is I use Project Broadcast to do my texting, and my consultants do not have Project Broadcast, and I do not want them to get Project Broadcast at the very beginning of starting this journey. I just want them to run a successful party and get bookings from it. Now, in saying that, I am also, when I have a new consultant that is going through this process, and thank you, Kristen Coy. I know she's not on here, but she gave some great verbiage at the retreat this weekend about how her new consultant can reach out to her guests that are in the party and ask them to book their party. And I'm going to be adding that little nugget into one of those messages, those booking messages after the party and after my new consultant has finished the party. But I will tell you that I get more communication through Project Broadcast with all of my customers that I text through from a table party. And it is super easy for me to ask them for bookings. The booking question doesn't come in the thank you message. The booking question comes after I have asked them about their experience, and I have asked them if they would like to be part of my recipe club. So I'm building up my my relationships with those customers, and then I go for the ask. And I just do the same question ask that is in the board outline that says, hey, my host is only, one party away from getting a booking bonus. And that's not a lie, right? One party gets them a booking bonus. They don't know what bonus means. Now, obviously, if they had two, they were really one party away from getting the real big booking bonus. But don't mince words. Don't worry about all that. Just get the darn booking. And some people will just book the party just because they want to help their host and they want their host to get that booking bonus. And then if they do sign that way and they do become a host that way, that's when you use your host survey to find out why are they doing the party. Because if they're not doing the party for the right reason, it's time to mold their thoughts.
Very good.
Yeah. Does anybody have any questions? I mean, I can't even imagine. They're so thorough. And you're going to share your code, right?
I am going to share it all. There's a couple of things I noticed in in my board this morning as I was going through with you guys that I have to make sure that they're the proper, because I've been kind of moving them in and out. And I just want to make sure that you guys have the proper board with all of the training, all of the steps in it. I will tell you, if I am teaching an experienced consultant, I will tell them, and they've already set up a table party, but they've never really run one. I have a table board, host coaching board that is just host coaching, and it says 10 days out. Most new consultants, if you guys think about this, if you're starting training them on a Monday, they're not 10 days out. So what I was finding is I had that when the first few times I did this training in a group chat, I had the 10 days out and the 6 days out. You know how you're connecting with your host, you're getting to know your host. And that's when you send your host the voice clip that says, hey, go ahead and make your list of who you're planning on inviting. That's the voice clip that I refer to, right? But I'm not doing that on Monday, right? They're already ready to get that party rolling. Those are host coaching boards for those people who have parties in 2 weeks.
Linda, just to let you know, if you share the boards and people download it, any changes you make will automatically update on their boards.
Oh, I understand that. I know, but I have 2 boards going right now that I gotta clear. You guys have no idea how many hours this has taken me to walk through, because we've been trying to do it as just a host coaching board and then an onboarding with host coaching board. So there's just my mind is a little crazy right now.
Totally.
And it's Monday morning after a long weekend.
Yeah, there you go. So I know Denise just posted in there, or I'll put it in the comments about posting the replay and the docs in the Monday morning director chat. So for those of you, we've got that new director as well. And anybody that is not in the Facebook group, the Monday morning director chat, we will put, you're looking like do you know what we're talking about, Linda? The Monday morning director chat. It's a Facebook group for all of the directors that are part of this. Okay.
I don't think I'm in that group.
That's why I eliminated our director page, our Facebook page, because we created the Monday morning director page that not only had my directors, but Nancy Joe's directors and Donna McDonald's directors and Patty's directors. So we have a bigger director Facebook page with the combination of everybody who's on this call.
And so all of the replays are in there, as well as all of the resources and documents that go along with all of the calls, as well as they will also go on the PC team training. So we will put the video and the code and all of the resources that go along with this call, as well as all the other calls.
Interestingly enough, I'm in that group.
It was so funny because I was going to say something like that, because she probably is. There's just so many groups on Facebook.
Yeah.
Like,
So
what?
Somebody also asked the question, if you're on this call, that means that you're either in my downline, Nancy Joe's director team, Patty's director team, Donna McDonald's director team.
Exactly.
Yes, you should be on there and your director should be on there. Now, if you're like 8 levels down from, I don't know. We've always said it was for we didn't have a cutoff, as long as they filter up to the right team.
Okay, so that's so funny that we get all of these requests right now. They're all coming in. That is so funny.
I will tell you, you guys, the more I am around directors and I'm in a number of chats with different directors. And then this weekend, you guys, if you don't do table parties, you've put your head in the sand. And you're going to be just like the consultants that wouldn't try out the virtual parties when there were cooking parties, when you were doing cooking parties. You're going to be the same consultant. You are the same consultant if you have put your head in the sand when you were a cooking consultant and wouldn't do a virtual party. And then COVID forced you to be a virtual party consultant or give up your business, right? Facebook may eventually force you to stop doing parties on Facebook. Wouldn't you rather learn it now than be in that, oh my gosh, I just got locked out of Facebook, or SenseShare stopped posting my things, or Facebook's not going to allow SenseShare to post anymore, or whatever. And now you are forced to do it, and you're now doing it. Oh my gosh, and now I've got to teach my team. And start now teaching your new consultants to do it. They will thank you. And there are other directors on here. I don't know if Holly is still on here.
I don't see
If
them.
Sarah
could be, yeah.
Desmond's on here. I mean, there's a lot of directors on here who are now fully tabled. Like, put in the chat if you are fully tabled.
Yeah.
Put in the chat if you are fully tabled. I think that would help.
Can I ask a quick question, Linda?
Yeah.
So I know that you have the two boards. So the one board that is for us to use with our team. And I'm assuming we're all going to be joining that board and using it. But the board that you have for your consultants that has all the wording for them, would you prefer that we take that board and copy it and make it our own to share with our team? Or are you okay that we share that board with our team to use?
You know, that's a really good question, Sherry. What I'm going to suggest for you guys to do is take that board that I'm giving you and change your videos. Why would you want your team to see me doing the videos? Right? They're just step-by-step videos. They're not rocket science. You guys know how to do them. Just do Loom and record your videos, or however you want to record it. It's just easier for me to do it on Loom. But I think that's a really good question, Sherry. I would make a copy, and it's super easy to make a copy of an entire board, right? And then wherever there's a video of me, change it out so that I've gotten a couple of messages from consultants. I have no idea who they are. And they, one said, oh, my recruiter's not doing table and I don't know how to do this. And I'm like, how'd you find me?
Right. And that is what I assumed. You hadn't, addressed it, but that is what I prefer to do or would do. But I
Right.
just thought it bared mentioning.
Yeah, I just think that number one, your consultants need to hear from you, not from a stranger, right? You become more relatable and trustworthy that you've set this system up from them. You don't have to tell them that you got the entire system from somebody else. Make yourself look like the rock star, right? That's okay. That's what I did. I took all of these amazing resources from these amazing directors that I am friends with that have been so blessed to share with me. And I just put it in what I could look at and what was visually appealing to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Here, I just want to tell you, because I was just going to say that, don't invite others to join the Facebook group. Give them the link and make sure that they fill out the questions, because if they don't fill out the questions, they're not getting approved into the group. So make sure that they do.
All right. So let me just share with you guys right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 directors on this call right now are fully tabled.
Yeah.
Now you might be dabbling, but they gave us a statistic this weekend. What was it? 3%? Was it 3% of
7% are on table.
7% of consultants or directors?
I think I might count as fully on table.
So you guys,
Part of that was you. When you said that you were all in this year. Well, I knew I was all in, but with the combination of adding boards made it so much simpler for me. And I'm doing boards like Hunt and Peck, not like you're using boards. And so I have a lot to learn about boards from Tiffany Foreman. So,
well, you guys, if you're a computer-based consultant, put your boards, just like y'all saw it on my computer. That was boards on my computer. If you are a computer-based consultant, put boards on your computer. If you are a phone-based consultant, which with Yvonne Platisha, oh my gosh, learned something crazy this weekend that she doesn't even own a computer. Like, blew my mind. Yeah.
Do you
Thank you,
have it on
Holly.
both? Linda, do you have it both on your computer and your phone?
Oh, there's Yvonne.
Yeah, that was crazy, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I run it on both because I sit a lot at my desk and I run it on my computer. But when I'm out and about, I also run it on my phone too.
Cora and I are still in Tennessee.
Oh. Fun.
I'm sure everybody is aware that there is a boards Facebook group, right? Everybody's aware that there's a boards Facebook group just in case. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna scroll real quick. Did I miss any questions?
I don't think so. I think you've covered everything.
They're confused about the boards on your computer. It's just a website.
Yeah.
Boards.com is just a website.
Boards.com. As long as you have signed up for boards on your phone, it will recognize you on your computer. And you guys are way too sweet and way too nice and all of these nice things. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. But I'm only as good as the people that I am surrounded by.
Yeah. Linda, we cannot thank you enough for taking the time out this morning. I know you had another commitment and we're able to switch things around. So means so much. I really appreciate it. And so does everybody else on this call. Obviously, you can tell. We are still, I don't think anybody's hanging up with us. So everybody's hanging on to all of your words and all of your training. Yeah.
All right. I will read something to you and then I'm going to give you one piece of advice. When you're doing these, do not assume that your consultants are doing what they're supposed to be doing. I had to be very, I have a few consultants that we BS back and forth. Like they give me crap, I give them crap. It's just the kind of person I am. It's just the kind of person they are, right? It's just a relationship I have with them. And she knows she's lazy and she knows that I will bust her chops. And she was in the group and I had to call her out. And I said, why are you not, you gave me a thumbs up that you were going to do all of the steps. Look, it will take you 5 minutes to set up a table party. Why are you dragging your feet? You guys, this is how our consultants roll. If it's not convenient for them and they don't set aside 30 minutes of their time uninterrupted to do their business, everything else gets in the way. My dog died, like I said on this, everybody's dog died this weekend in my training. Their dog died, or their daughter had a gymnastics, or they were moving, or they had a sick family member, which I know happens. But if you're going to agree to do this, just give it 30 minutes to an hour a day. That's really all it needs. And if you're not going to do it, let me know. But let me tell you, the consultants in this last group that I was training, I had 7 consultants. 2 of them did all of the things. I had to send a message because the other 4 or 5, no, I guess we had 6. So the other 4, I said, why didn't you tell me you were behind and you weren't doing it? I mean, that was like our first understanding. So you just have to be real with your consultants and you have to call them out. If they said they're going to do it, keep them accountable to doing it. And that's that very first message that I send is, you're agreeing to doing this. You've got to do all of the things. That's my one thing. And then what was the other one I was going to say?
Your quote.
Oh, from my guy. If you were not on last week, My guy, Mark, who was my brand new consultant, said this in the group chat. And then I had him, well, he actually said it to me. And if you're a smart leader, you ask those people to share it in the chat. If your consultants share things with you that you think they should know, ask them to share it in the chat so that everybody gets it. Mark is a full-time counselor at a school. He has 6 kids. He is a foster parent, and he has 3 older kids who are doing sports. And this is what he put in our group chat. Hey guys, I just wanted to share my experience with you all. I started my first table party on Friday. I started a little slow with getting everything set up, but my actual party time I had caught up. I followed all the steps on boards and it made my life so much easier. I ended up with 38 people in my party. It started slow until I started texting and emailing them separately, and most of them thanked me for reminding them, and they joined the party. Right now, I am sitting at $200 away. Well, actually, it was a $1,300 party from making my 30-day milestone with one party. Sending out the reminder helped with about 90% of that. I have done Facebook parties, and I've noticed most people that enter the Facebook party never order. But on table, I have several orders. I'm excited to be back with Pampered Chef and triple excited to get my new products in. And that's from a dude. And that's from a brand new consultant. Well, a consultant who came back. And I started him on table. He knew Facebook, but I started him on table. So I hope this, guys, gives you some excitement, some inspiration. Now I'm going to end with my quote I started with. Sometimes we focus on the fishing tools and we never go fishing. Go put your stupid line in the water, people, and go do a table party and go teach your consultants how to do a table party. And if you don't like me because I'm blunt, I'm sorry.
Yay. All right. Anybody, any more
Great
questions?
job.
I don't know if you're, yeah.
Betty, do
excellent.
you want to stop the recording so we have
Yeah.
table all together?